Okay, we took a look at some examples of how to look up the tax bracket, FIT, on situations where it was relatively simple. So let's take a look at one that's a little more complex. This is Joshua and Janet Williams. Now, once again, we would not have both first names up here. We would have one W-4 for Joshua Williams at his job. And if Janet has a job, there would be another, a W-4 at her job that would just say Janet Williams. But I'm just putting them here so I don't have a zillion W-4s, etc. Okay, so each one would put married filing jointly on there, clicked on there. Now they each have a job. However, unlike this section here where the pay is relatively the same, then they could just check this box here and be done with it. But in their case, one of them makes more and the other one makes less. So they did not check the box. They're going to use this Part B, use the multiple jobs worksheet on page 3 and enter the result in step 4C below. Okay, so we're going to use that. Now, step 3 also, Joshua and Janet have children. They have 2 kids that are teenagers under the age of 17, and they have one that is an 18-year-old. Okay, so 3 kids. So they have 2 under 17, so 2 times 2,000 is 4,000. And 1 kid times 500 is 500. We add those together, and that's $4,500. This will help reduce the amount that has to be taken out of their check. Now, is both Joshua and Janet going to put this on? No. Only one of them is going to put it on their W-4, and typically you're going to put it on whoever has the higher wages. So if Joshua has $38,000 of wages and Janet has $18,000 of wages, well, Joshua has more wages, and so usually it'd be him that would put this on. And Janet would leave this blank on her W-4. Okay, now we will have to, since their jobs are 2 different amounts, one higher and one lower, we're going to go down to this multiple jobs worksheet. Okay, and again, we said that we would have to go down to this tables down here. Now they're married filing joint. The row is for the higher paying job, their annual wage. So his was $38,000, so we're going to go down to this row here. And hers was $18,000, so that's this column. This is the lower, all these columns are the lower paying job annual wage. Hers is $18,000. So we come here and across on the row where it intersects, $2,100. And so that is going to go here on line 1, $2,100, whatever comes off those tables. Now, they don't have 3 jobs, so I leave that blank. Number 3, it says, how many times are you paid per year? Well, he's paid twice a month, on the 15th and the last day of the month, so we call that semi-monthly. That's 24 times a year, so we put that there. And line 4, it says, divide the amount on line 1 by the number of periods on line 3. So we have the 2,100 divided by 24 periods is $175. Okay, and it says to put that on step 4C of the W-4. So that's where it is right here, 175. Now, they don't have any other income. I mean, they might have some interest in dividends, but it's not huge enough. It's nothing, so they're not putting anything here. And they don't use itemized deductions on their tax return, so they don't put anything here. Okay, so that now they have the whole W-4 filled out, and now we're ready to go and check out the wage bracket tables. And we go to our publication 15. We go down here to the what's new about the 2020 withholding tables, and we find the link. We click on that, and then we click on publication 15T link, and then the PDF. Okay, so here we are, and we want the wage bracket for the forms W-4 from 2020 or later. We click on that. Okay, there's a little worksheet, but we're going to use our Excel sheet. Okay, and they're semi-monthly, so we're going to have to go here's the semi-monthly payroll period. They're married filing joint. They did not check either one of them. Did they check the step 2? So we're going to be using the standard withholding. Now he had $38,000, and we're going to divide that by 24 pay periods. So that means the gross wages for one paycheck is $1,583. Okay. Okay, so here we are. It's between 1570 and 1590, and we go across, and for married filing jointly, standard withholding is $55. Okay, so let's take a look at our sheet here. This is loaded onto the content tab. Okay. Here we have that there's only one wage for the household, so that's not us. 2 approximately equal wages, that's not us. If it's more than 2 jobs or the job wages are not approximately the same, that's us. We have 2 jobs, but they're not approximately the same. So we had to use the worksheet on page 3 of the W-4, which we did. Okay, and that worksheet gave us an amount to put on line 4C of the W-4. That was the $175. For the job that has the highest wages, look up those in the wage bracket tables under standard withholding. We just got done with that, and we saw $55. Then it says add the number from that and the number that you put in line 4C of the form W-4. Okay, so we have $55 from the wage bracket tables plus $175 that we put on line 4C. Okay, so that's a total of $230. Okay, and then for the other job, that would be for Joshua. So Joshua so far would be $230. For the other job, that would be Janet's job. Just use the wage bracket amount. Don't add anything to it. Okay, so her amount, she made $18,000 divided by, if she gets paid also twice a month, that'd be 24 paychecks. Then hers is $750 per paycheck of gross wages. Okay. So here is, she's between $745 and $760, and I go into the married filing joint standard, and that's 0. So nothing is going to come out of her paycheck. Okay, and so far we have $230. coming out of Joshua's paycheck. Okay? Now, if they did not have any dependents, then that would be it. We would be done. He would have 230, she would have nothing taken out of their paychecks for FIT. But they did have dependents, so and child tax credit. Okay, so if you expect to receive the child tax credit, fill out step 3 on form W4. And we had filled that out. It was $4,500. Okay, then it says take the amount from step 3, which is the $4,500 on form W4, and divide it by the number of pay periods per year. So we have $4,500 divided by 24 pay periods. That's $187.50. We'll round that to $188. Subtract that amount from whatever you got above under the wages section. Okay? If there's more than one job, subtract it only from the job that has the highest wages. So that was Joshua. Remember, we had $230 so far for him. We're going to take the $188 and subtract it, and that brings him down to $42. So he would have $42 taken out, so you can see that it really reduced it a lot. So $42 taken out of his paycheck, each paycheck, and nothing taken out of hers. All right, what if we use the IRS Excel sheet? Okay, so when we're on this sheet here, if we download the Excel spreadsheet, okay, this is a sheet the IRS made. Hit enable editing. Okay, now we're going to put in all the information. They got paid twice a month. Okay, I'm just putting in Joshua's. His was $1,583. Okay, 2020 or later. That's the W4 form. Filing status. Married joint. Did he check the box in step 2? No. Okay, the total amount on line 3 was $4,500. Okay, and he didn't have any other income or deductions. The extra withholding amount that we got from those tables was $175. And if I click on here, it's telling me that we're going to take out $175. Okay, and for some reason, and I found this already several times, that they're not ending up using this $4,500. So they're only using the rest, and they subtracted out the $55. So this is not exactly correct. So personally, I would not use this quite so much. Now hers was $750. It was 2020 or later. She did not have nor did she have the extra $175. So we can see for hers it does come out correct that you're not going to take any without. But I would not use this on a regular basis. It doesn't seem to work if you have a complex situation. If you have an easy situation, then you could